Hi, this is Khalil Golivala. Welcome to another episode of the BIPOC Manager Podcast. Today, I'm excited to have with us a very good friend of mine, Wafa Saad. Wafa Saad used to be at the Royal Victoria Hospital Foundation in Montreal, which then became the McGill University Health Center Foundation. The reason why I have Wafa Saad here is because Wafa is so comfortable in her skin. Like I learned what it was to be comfortable by watching Wafa Saad. She's someone who just connects with people, talks to people. If you're around the McGill Hospital, people walk up to her with offerings of food and thanks. And Wafa is someone I see someone who's really built relationships with people. So Wafa, thank you so much for being a guest today.
Oh, thank you for having me here. Thank you, Khalil. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Welcome, Wafa. Wafa, I love to sort of, I see you as someone who really kind of builds relationships with people. Like I've seen you, like even if like especially in an environment where it's a lot of like, it's a lot of high stress being with doctors, nurses, hospitals. Can you talk a little bit more, like whenever you talk to people, is there something you're thinking about? Is there something that you're doing to connect with someone to help them when they're at the hospital?
You're talking about patients or doctors as and colleagues at the hospital. What's really do you need, like doctors or patients? Because for patients, it's different. For patients, you have to listen to them because they always feel like they've been, and no one listened to them to know exactly what they have. For a doctor, as you know, most of the time they dominated asking for something or let's say fund or asking for to leave them away or to keep them, like leave them alone. But for the patient, if you show them care and kindness and just listen to them, that also is going to give them some encouragement to keep going on with you and to open up with you what they need, what they hurt them, which doctor was nice to them, which doctor didn't listen, what kind of sickness they have. So different personality need different actions. So, and for me, like patient is more important because I work at the Glen Hospital and it's hospital. Like the main focus on this, the sick people, not the employees. So if you put more attention to the patient, because in the end, in our, when we get old, we're going to be one of them here and all what we need for ourselves, we have to give for them. The attention, the kindness, and also the help to find their way, to find the right doctor for them. For the doctor, like first you have to build relation and relation come with the time. When I'm working here over 30 years now, between Old Royal Vic and the Glen Hospital, we have some kind of friendship, family, kind of understanding relationship as you went with them through many, many years. And that's what we have between us, the respect, and they open the doors for me whatever I do, because I'm not like kind of trouble person. I'm always there to help them as I need them to help me, to help the donors with that too, and the patient.
Yeah. No, I think that's right. Like one thing I saw is also just like you're always trying to help and connect people. Like I seen like in the hospital, you saw patients, you would stop, you would help them, ask them what's going on, the doctors as well. Do you think, I mean, I'm sure it is a huge part of your personality, but can you kind of, is there maybe a moment in your life that made you sort of connect with people in this way?
Yes, because I came from the Middle East, and in the Middle East, you're surrounded by family and friend all the time. I came here, I have no one. So if I didn't build family around me, it's gonna be really hard for me to stay here. So I tried to forget that part of my life before Canada and after Canada. And as you know, in Montreal, we are coming from everywhere. Like us, as each one of us built this city in Montreal. I'm not talking Canada. Like we came also from different places. We all built it as convenient to any one of us. So for me, it was better to connect with the people, to make it first, better place for me to live. Plus, if I show them our kindness, our warm blood coming from Middle East, it's gonna be. I feel like it was important for them because here the family they are really by themselves. There we have the neighbors, we have the cousins. We always with people, and here when you see person, let's say at the hospital, in a room, by himself, you feel like, no, I can be your family while I'm here. The 8 hours I'm working, I can be, like whatever you need me to do. I built it that myself. I built it actually my position myself to feel important to myself first and to these people who needs help. So there is no 1 minute I can see someone need even food, even please call the nurse for me. That's make me feel good before I make them feel like before I show them the care. It's make me feel good when I help someone. It doesn't also make them be helped or feeling like that important. Also for me to feel like the person me, that I should do that.
Yeah. No, I think that's so beautiful, Wafa. Like I've seen it with my own eyes, like you just have such a way with people. And something you talked about was how they're sort of the different personalities, right? Patients can have different personalities, doctors can have different personalities. Is there something that when you're dealing with, let's say, difficult personality, is there something you do to kind of deal with them or handle those type of people?
Believe me, when you enter a room, a patient room, with smile, no one can be mean to you.
Okay.
Even any situation, enter with smile. And you have to be patient. This person is not here for good reason. This person is here for really, like he will never be in bed in a room. He's not on vacation. He's not in a hotel. So he's here to find a solution to his problem. I'm nothing. I'm no one to give him solution. But the kindness, you start the conversation, just ask how you're doing today with smile. You will see the person, even if he's so angry, even if he's so mad or stressed with what he has, that's gonna ease a little bit the conversation.
Yeah.
So to go to the room with big smile, and I don't know, I never had any problem with someone who talk back to me or ask me to leave the room. And I'm talking about 30 years of my life here. Like more than my half of my life, I'm dealing with the patient. Never ever I have anyone to tell me close the door and leave, or why you're talking to me. No, actually, you see, when you go in, you see the anger on their face. But when I leave, I feel like more ease this person now, more soft than the minute I enter in, and that's my mission.
Yeah. No, I think this is where I think what I've always felt from you, Wafa, is this sense of caring comes from a very deep place, of kindness, a deep place of helping. And like you said as well, in two senses, you're helping the patient or people in front of you, but they're also kind of helping you feel as well accepted as well. So I feel like it's happening in directions over there.
When I go in to help the patient, like only to ask how they are. I have nothing in hand except to check if they need a nurse, if they need something to drink, if they've been listened to, if they've been taken care of, if there is anything I can help. I don't need to know his name. I don't need to know what his, I go as a person. I don't need to ask him, what's your name, what you're doing here. If he would like to talk, I'm here to listen. For me, there to listen. But I can say I work at the foundation. That's my name. If you need anything, that's even my cell number. So that's going to make it for him easy to take the phone and call if the nurse came after 10 minutes or wait long for no one to answer him. So I'm there to try to ease that for him, to actually make more connection with patients, with the employees on the floor, or and in the same time, when you talk to them kindly, I don't think anyone will reject you.
Yeah.
Because they all have something to complain about. Even me, I'm healthy, thanks God, I have something to complain about. So imagine the patient in a bedroom, in the hospital actually, and he needs many people to take care of him, and he needs to find solution. It's not there for fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So I see it this way.
Kindness. Yeah, that's why, Wafa, I think you're an unforgettable person. Like I've seen
Thank you so much. Thank you. You're so kind. Don't say that to me anymore. I'm blushing.
Wafa, thank you for being a guest. Before I leave, is there anything that you'd want to mention, anything you'd want to discuss or talk about?
Yeah, actually, I would like to say something for the new generation. if they raise their words and not their voice, that's going to lead to really better situation for any one of them. You know, like, and with the action and with the dream, they will reach their goals. The action is going to really help them too. But don't like try to prove to anyone except yourself that, and that's 100% true.
Yeah.
Try to prove to yourself that you're useful and you deserve the best, you will get the best. But you have to be a real person. That's my opinion. So in the end, everyone take his way. Everyone, you know, like people like me, I don't have contact here to push me to better place or to better job, or I have to build it, and they have to follow their goals and build themselves wherever they feel like they need to be.
Great advice, Wafa. Thank you so much for sharing that.
No, I'm just talking to you. We didn't prepare nothing. You're just asking me, and we're talking openly. But that's the way I see it. So if there is anything I can help, I'm here. Also for you. Thanks God you're not patient, but I'm here for you.
Thank you so much, Wafa.
Thank you, and have a good day.